Hi, I'm Dr. Raja, and you are watching my YouTube channel IT Tech Trend. In this video, I will show you step by step how to configure dynamic routing in Cisco Packet Tracer using two router, two switches, and four PCs. The network has already been deployed. The full step-by-step deployment of this network is already done, and I have added the link in the description. Dynamic routing, where router automatically learn and update routes to other networks instead of having network administrator manually configure them. Lab objective: configure router in Cisco Packet Tracer, define a dynamic routing table, configure the PCs, test functionality using the ping command and PDU delivery, IP addresses for topology, router to router. I am going to be use a class A IP addresses for both interfaces of the both routers. LAN 1, I'm using a class C IP address for the router interface 192.168.1.1 and .2 and .3 for the respective PC. For LAN 2, I'm using 192.168.2.1 and .2.3 for the respective PC. Dynamic routing table is also defined. There are three types of the routing: default routing, static routing, and dynamic routing. And today we are going to be configure dynamic routing or static routing. I already done, and I will attach the link on the description as well. Examples of some dynamic routing protocols is RIP, Routing Information Protocol, OSPF, Open Shortest Path First, and EIGRP, Enhanced Interior Gateway Routing Protocol. Let's start configuration of the attached devices, which is already attached. Start from the lower from the PC 0 of the first network, and desktop IP configuration. I'm going to be configure IPv4 address 192.168.1.2, and now the subnet mask we need to be add here. Sorry, default gateway we need to add here. You see, because those PCs are connected with this router. If we do not configure this default gateway address here, the devices which are connected to this router, they are not be able to communicate the outside of the network. So once you attach with the router, so you have to be configured through the default gateway 192.168.3 and the default gateway 192.168.1.1. Similarly, I will configure the second network PCs and the IP configuration. This time the network address of this the network is 192.168.2.1. So I will change this IP address .2.1. I'll just copy, and this address is .2. And subnet mask is already there, and default gateway, the IP address of interface of this router is default gateway, which we copied here. So IP address for the second PC 192.168.2.3, and default gateway .2.1. So I will check the configuration of this one to make sure yes, it is correct. Now I'm going to be configure the routers. So I will configure the routers. The interface, I will first want to check the hoover on there. This F is 0/0, and the interface of this one F is 0/1. They both are there, and F is 0/0, the interface of this one. So I will configure. Once we configure the interface of this one and we turn the router on, this turn green. So interface Ethernet fast Ethernet 0/0 192.168.1 subnet mask. Now the port status, when we click on this one, turned to green. Now I will configure the second interface of this router, which is fast Ethernet 0/1. Unfortunately, this one is not going to be turned green now. Once we turn the port status on, the reason is this router is connected to the second router, and that port status is still not on. Now for this router, once we're going to be configure this interface fast Ethernet 0/1, and we 10.10.10.2 subnet mask, and now it will turn green. There you go. They both turn green. So fast Ethernet 0/0 192.168.2.2, and the port status is on. We configured all the devices. We are able to communicate within the network. Unfortunately, we are not able to be configured the outside of the network because the routing tables, the dynamic routing table is not defined. We check it through the ping command 192.168.1.3. Great. Sent 4 packet, the C4 packet lost 0. Now we communicate to the router. It's perfect, all done. Send and receive. If we try to send our data to the outside of the network, it says destination host unreachable. The reason is we did not created a routing table. So click on the router, and this time we're going to be define a routing table, dynamic routing table, and we are using a RIP, routing interface protocol. So it's routing. Previously we've done a static routing. Now click on the routing. Sorry, it's already I had deployed it. I'm going to delete it. So RIP. Now because this router, this interface IP address of this route face is 192.168.1.2, 192.168.1.0. So any IP address, okay. And the next one is the that's 10.10.10.0 this time here to be connect to the this route. We define the routing table, dynamic routing table on this network. Now on second router, we define a routing table, and we can add here is a route IP address 192.168.2.0, the IP address of this router, and click add, and the IP address of the routers there 10.10.10.0, and this is done. We created and we check this one again. This time it should communicate. The first time it's sometimes it's not. Time out. Time out, and there you go. Start again. Now second time when I will do it, all packets sent, 4 packets sent, 4 received, and 0 loss. We send a PDU now, simulation mode, and I will delete this first and PDU, PC0, PC3, and sender send data to the switch connected, switch forward to the router, and it show in progress source PC0, destination PC3, and router send a data to the router of the next network, that forward to the switch of the network, and switch forward to the destination. Now destination is going to send an acknowledgement back to the switch and switch forward to the respective router. Router is going to send to the next network router acknowledgement to the network piece switch, and still showing in progress, and switch sent back to the PC. Successful. So this is done. We tested, configured our network. We tested through the ping command and the PDO delivery. If you found this video helpful, do not forget to like, share, and leave a comment below, and make sure to hit the bell icon as you never miss an update. Thank you for watching.